are really pushing me to the limit, then I would have knew who you was. I'm proud of you for becoming champion and how far you have gotten in the sport of boxing, but I don't remember you because you're obvious you didn't leave a mark.
The work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
You know, take some time. I took a little bit of time off. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes. Get you back on that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is reportedly livid with Gervonta Tank Davis after news broke that Davis has parted ways with his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. Mayweather views this as a significant mistake and holds Davis entirely responsible for the split. Meanwhile, Ford has remained composed, stating that he's simply stepping back and taking a break.
Because remember, the chin don't lift weights. That's what I always say. Anybody can be knocked out. So I don't put nothing past nobody. I can be knocked out. Hit me from the blind side.
You know, take some time. I took a little bit of time off. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes. Get you back on that. You know, so tonight, you know, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see that performance. I was telling Boogie, I said, damn, Boogie, you got me, Boogie. You know, so we can't wait to see Kenny here, all is here. You know, everybody was putting that energy in the air.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Calvin Ford have been instrumental in shaping Gervonta Tank Davis's career, instilling discipline and guiding him toward greatness. They played key roles in helping him navigate tough fights and secure major victories. However, the situation has taken a dramatic turn, with Davis now at odds with both. The very mentors who once paved his path to the top are now distant. Many believe that without their influence, Davis may not have achieved the level of success he enjoys today.
Stop head hunting. That's how you get the head.
I need this 10, 11, and 12 on the unofficial. He's down.
Okay. He say unofficial.
On the unofficial. I gotta be honest with you. That's what you want. You want from me. Hey, that's what you want from me. You don't want nobody lying to you. I'm 100 with you.
He said on the unofficial, not the real card here. Keep picking your shot. You took that round off here.
That's my job. I'm 100 with you.
Well, that was fast.
In a shocking turn of events, Gervonta Davis has chosen to part ways with Calvin Ford. Ford was more than just a trainer. He devoted his life to shaping Davis into the fighter he is today. His influence extended well beyond the gym, providing unwavering support and acting as a father figure throughout Davis's journey.
He hit me. One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had this little daughter, and he said, "Take a pop right there." You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside, and I was like, "Damn!" And when I look at him now, I still hear little Tank. But I know he's a grown man now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're proud of all of the fighters that you...
Man, you just don't know. And I can't wait to the next generation to come because how would I sit there and say we had a chance to learn a lot of things, to grow, to teach a lot of things. And the difference is we got a lot of, I call them manager dads, coaches dads, you know what I'm saying? That's in their life. And a lot of people don't talk about them stories because they could be doing other.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. couldn't hold back after witnessing Gervonta Davis shout at Calvin Ford. In the ring, he was outraged by the way Davis treated the man who played a crucial role in shaping his career. Mayweather firmly reminded Davis never to disrespect those who helped him reach the top. He stressed that, no matter what, Davis should never speak negatively about the people who contributed to his success. Mayweather also highlighted that he had positioned Davis to become an entrepreneur and a boss, an opportunity he shouldn't take for granted.
Go wrong and you're not with me no more. You don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
How difficult is that, though, in the sense of you are doing so much yourself and you have these people, you have your team. When you say you're pushing them, are you pushing them by giving them ideas, helping them invest, or what you doing, or what you're saying is, watch me work, watch me move, I'll get you in these rooms, I'll let you have these conversations, and then use that to implement into your life?
I've spoke about this before. A lot of times I drop jewels and they don't listen. Everybody got to get some land. Everybody want to live where it's popping at. When you got to move somewhere and set up shop, everybody can't live in LA. Everybody can't live in New York. Right. A lot of these places is too expensive.
Trainer Barry, another key figure in Gervonta Davis's camp, opted to steer clear of controversy when asked about Calvin Ford's absence. While recognizing Ford's influence as an exceptional coach, Barry kept his response brief, simply stating, "Boxing is boxing." His words hinted that there was more to the story, but he chose not to elaborate on the details behind Ford's departure.
That was good, you know what I mean? With us, it's always good. You know, of course, boxing is boxing, and you can see have some unforeseen things go on. But for the most part, we had a great time.
Very good. And how's he looking at camp? What are you expecting from him on fight night?
He was sharp, you know, just to be Tank. You know what I mean? Tank being Tank. Just a little different for us because this is somebody that's close, you know, to us. I mean, somebody we got love for. And normally the people we fight, people we don't know. So you can be as mean as nasty as you want to. But for this fight, we got to cast our feelings aside for that 36 minutes, or whatever it is, and take care of business. That's it. Yeah.
Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, didn't hold back in criticizing Gervonta Davis for splitting with Calvin Ford during a live interview. Haney insisted that the decision was entirely Davis's own and suggested it had already affected his recent performance. He implied that without Ford's guidance, Davis might not be the same fighter. Many in the boxing world share similar concerns about how Ford's absence could influence Davis's career moving forward.
They won't cover the fact of the live podcast will not cover the fact that Calvin and Kenny, they got fired. Now, if Devin fired me, it would be, huh? Well, they got fired. I didn't know that was real. I thought that was they're trying to be quiet. Man, they got fired, man. Them people that got fired, man. They hoping they get hired. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're working on getting back. Man, Calvin came in on there with them. He had them GTD first shorts, with them GTD leggings, with that GTD Kango cap, with that GTD glasses, GTD shirt. Man, guess what? The man gave him a hug, man, and left him in the hallway. And everybody want to act like that they're not really. See, they keep that magnifying glass on us, and yeah.
Calvin Ford has never viewed his bond with Gervonta Davis as merely a coach-student relationship. He has always emphasized that he is more than just a trainer. He has been a mentor and a father figure in Davis's life, both inside and outside the ring. Ford played a crucial role in shaping Davis, not only as a fighter, but also in developing his mindset and discipline. That's why their split carries such significance. It's about more than just boxing.
Again, it's a sticky situation. You know, some promoters, some managers try to move the father out the life of certain situations and whatnot, you know? I don't think it's good because they know how the kid tick, you know what I'm saying? That sometimes it could be detrimental because we've seen certain situations that the father do too much instead of letting the athlete be the athlete, you know? So, you know, it's a learning experience, and I learned from them situations and whatnot, what to do and what not to do, because at the end of the day, they're their own self, you know what I'm saying, and hope that you gave them enough knowledge to be what they want to become, you know?
Bill Haney didn't just criticize Gervonta Davis's decision. He also took a jab at him with a sarcastic remark. Haney quipped that Davis should have been paying Calvin Ford properly. Otherwise, coaches might start going on strike. His comment hinted at potential issues in how Davis managed his team, fueling speculation about whether the split with Ford was strictly a business move or if deeper tensions were at play.
It's personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach, for
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this motherfucker because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't.
And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this shit.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one nigga looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
In response to his strained relationship with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Gervonta Davis made a bold claim, stating that Floyd is jealous of him and doesn't want to see him surpass his legacy. This tension has been brewing for quite some time, with Davis and Mayweather clashing on multiple occasions in the past. Now, their feud appears more intense than ever.
Like, I gotta do that. A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Davis didn't hold back. He outright claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. never wanted any fighter to surpass him. He suggested that Mayweather's ego wouldn't allow him to accept another boxer reaching his level. This perspective sheds light on why Davis chose to distance himself from Floyd and focus on building his own legacy.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? This was your next in line.
Is there like a
last question, guys?
is there like a love-hate like fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest, but he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
You're good, man.
And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Despite their ongoing feud, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has previously acknowledged Gervonta Davis's talent. Mayweather has admitted that no one can match Davis's skill level in the ring. Though their relationship has soured, his past remarks about Davis's abilities indicate that, at one point, he genuinely respected him as a fighter.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long been recognized for mentoring young fighters. From the early stages of Gervonta Davis's career, Mayweather provided him with guidance, training, and crucial opportunities that helped propel him to the top of the boxing world.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming, Like I was talking about, like Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Calvin Ford addressed the situation, emphasizing that it wasn't personal. He stated that he and Gervonta Davis were still like brothers, and that the split was purely a business decision. While Ford's response suggested there was no bad blood on his end, it remains uncertain whether Davis shares the same sentiment.
So talk about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather from Roaches. He said he was to Brian Custer that, you know, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're going to do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still going to do business with Mayweather?
Got you.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers. And you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done. You know what I'm saying?
Both Calvin Ford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. were instrumental in shaping Gervonta Davis into the fighter he is today. They stood by him through every triumph and setback, guiding him through critical career decisions. Now, without their mentorship, Davis must navigate his own path in the boxing world. Whether this move will prove beneficial remains to be seen.
Should a Tank Davis-Devin Haney fight be next?
Yeah, it should be. We already called it out. We actually flipped the coin between Devin Haney and Shakur. We don't really care. Everybody was getting on Tank about he never asked for the big fights. If you look at Tank sit there and say the time is now. You know what I'm saying? Them guys is the only guys that are they really willing to take that fight? If they're gonna outprice themselves, or they're gonna take the fight. I'm old school. If I really think I'm gonna beat somebody, take the money and run with it. Let's fight. If you notice when we fought for Floyd now, we took every fight they threw at us. You know what I'm saying? We did what they asked. That's what you do. I train my guys and I tell my guys, you train, you fight, you get paid. We take care of the rest of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Look where it put us at, you know? We at the top of our game right now. So right now, we just trying to see what's next, to see who's going to sign the contract to make them move.
Former world champion Paulie Malignaggi has also weighed in on the situation, claiming that Gervonta Davis has ruined boxing. His statement highlights a broader debate within the sport whether modern fighters are compromising boxing's integrity by prioritizing business moves over legacy and true competition.
This former world champion boxer is accusing Gervonta Davis of ruining the sport. What do you guys think? And who do you think the former world champion is? It's none other than Paulie Malignaggi, or I don't know how to say his name, honestly. I just know that he had that whole thing with Conor McGregor, and then he couldn't even beat Artem Lobov in bare knuckle boxing. So take his words with a grain of salt. But obviously, I do agree with him to some extent. Gervonta Davis has all the skills in the world, but he's not taking the most competitive fights, you know? Lamont Roach, if he had made 4 or 5 defenses at 135, you'd be selling me a little bit. I'd be curious. But no, you're just recycling the same champion. You're not even progressing. You're killing the sport to line your pockets. I defend the sport. I want the best matchups possible. You're not going to entertain me with the B-level matchups just because they're pay-per-views, which makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for it. You know, I'm going to stream it like I would think most people are. But yeah, Gervonta Davis, I wouldn't say he's ruining the sport. I think Floyd Mayweather ruined the sport because every boxer after him just wants to get the easiest fight with the most amount of money.
After Gervonta Davis's fight against Lamont Roach, many fans were left underwhelmed by his performance. Some began to question whether Davis was still at his peak, especially with Calvin Ford no longer in his corner. Observers pointed out that Roach, a less heralded opponent, gave Davis more trouble than expected, sparking concerns about Tank's preparation and overall sharpness.
So Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach goes to a majority decision draw, with Tank retaining his WBA lightweight title. Now, I did not score this fight a draw. I had it 7-5 to Lamont Roach. I thought he had the ring generalship and effective pressure. You know, he was landing the jab and effective combinations. Tank, as usual, had a very low output, and he was relying on one big shot. You know, I gave Roach the first 3 rounds, Tank the next 3 rounds, and then Roach for the last 6 rounds to win the fight. Not to mention, Tank did take a knee in the middle of the fight. You know, by rule, that should have been considered a knockdown. Yes, it was to get his mouthpiece, and that's why they didn't rule it a knockdown. But anytime a fighter takes a knee, that's a knockdown. And that would have given Roach 1 more point to win the fight. Now, I'm sure they'll run it back. I mean, Lamont Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. He just had the fight of his life. He wasn't scared to go toe-to-toe with Tank. You know, landing his combinations, the bigger counters, and the more effective shots. He definitely deserves a second payday. Now, in the co-main event, Gary Antoine Russell put on an amazing performance. I think he won 11 or 12 rounds against Rayo Valenzuela. Great hand speed, good combinations, you know, masterclass to win the WBA title. And then in the featured bout, Alberto Puello beat Sandor Martin to retain his WBC title. He landed the cleaner left hands, definitely won the last 2 to 3 rounds to edge the fight. But overall, Good card. I do think Roach won the fight, though.
Adrian Broner recently revealed that Gervonta Davis had confided in him about his frustrations. While Broner didn't share specific details, he emphasized that it was up to Davis to speak on the matter publicly. However, his comments suggested that Davis has been unhappy with certain aspects of his career for quite some time.
No, I haven't talked to him about it, but we talked about it before. You know, we talked about it a few times, but you know, now that he is doing his own thing, you know, I hope the best for him, and I hope he is as big as the world. I don't care, you know. I just want to do good.
He keeps alluding that there was something wrong there, that he wasn't happy with the support that he was getting. You know, is there something there from what he's saying, from what your relationship with him?
That's not really for me to come out and talk about. You know, I'll wait until he's comfortable with saying and letting people know his business. But you know, now that he's on his own, you know, I hope you're...
Despite the controversy, Gervonta Davis has acknowledged that Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis were more than just trainers to him. Tank has expressed gratitude for their influence, demonstrating that he still respects the role they played in shaping his career.
They was more than coaches. That's why I fell in love with the sport. It wasn't just like the sport of boxing. Love I got from it type shit, like what I wasn't getting at home. You know what I mean? Because I only had my grandmother type shit, so I got that, and I feel as though you built this off of loyalty, a little bit of heart. Definitely came a long way. You know what I mean? Just want to embrace them just as well as people embrace me. I feel as though they need recognition too.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest in boxing. See you next time.